back at it. We're going to go ahead and just get right into this. Go straight into the first game. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Hit that notification button to stay notified when I go live. How's everybody morning going out there? Tap in with your boy. How's the day starting off? As for me, grinding. Today goal, I'm gonna try to get to, I need like 15 subs, 20 subs. We're gonna grind it out. We're gonna grind it out this morning. I'm gonna stream for about an hour or two. Top of the morning, everybody. Though, let's double up this community.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brad, two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Shout out to everybody who's pulling up.
Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
First defense we're going to run is 4-6 normal.
First and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. And this intercepted on the first play of the game.
Let's go.
And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Starting off good. Starting off good.
Touchdown run. And the
Yeah, we
Dolphins take the early
deep. Let's get
turnover
it.
and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Get him.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Hey, I'm coming. Watch the
Here's Flacco.
Got him.
His early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by the 13-time Pro Bowler Ray Lewis.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. Credit Zadarius Smith, able to get through and make that tackle for a loss.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. It's a play fake. Now Vick. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Champ Bailey. And the Browns are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Flacco looks to throw. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
That is caught by Lamb. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage, because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field.
Let's
so
get it,
defender,
Chad.
you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
Well, a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Buying time to his left. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
On third down, Vick sliding out of the pocket. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's brought down. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be...
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Let's eat.
Raheem Mostert with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Dolphins lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15. Offense ready to go. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
2nd down, Flacco now. Looking here for Smith downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Here's Flacco. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Dolphin football. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Vic goes play action. Out to his left. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 27 yards there, a 1st down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter. 1st down, Vic, as they've got it as we resume action. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connect. Hard, your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. They'll throw again. Here's Vic. And that is incomplete.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw, Vick. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be fourth down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was fourth down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when your instinct kicks in and you take the football. In this case, a better decision would have been to knock the ball down.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. Around the 17-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. They'll try and run this one right up the gut to the 22-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On second down, they'll run it here. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
To this point, they could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. And he's going to have a Browns first down as the tackle made just shy of the 30. Give him 6 yards in the first down. Two minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he'll get this to the 32.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. On second down, they'll run it here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now a handoff as they run left side. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. On second down, they'll run it here. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. They fake the handoff. Now Flacco to pass. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Returnable here for Davis. And the Dolphins are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, there were 3 talking points at the half, partner. All of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. Touchdown, Dolphins. Larry Fitzgerald, 54 yards. And the Dolphins come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He may go. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. 68 yards. And the Browns are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. We were just saying off-air during halftime, could they mount a comeback, and how would it start? Well, it started in a hurry.
Yeah, they have to get back into the game, right? So if you're going to do that, you think to yourself, we need points right here on the opening drive. But even in their best game plan, did they expect it to be a one-play drive and put the points on the board? Probably not.
No, probably not, but they got it in a big way. Flacco looking to throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Oh, and now Vic throwing another interception. Jack Campbell with a pick. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one, because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Check 31, check 31.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down, and you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Here's a give up the middle. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up fourth down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They'll try and run for it. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. Well, they knew who to turn to on fourth down. Their horse, they needed the short yardage. He just couldn't get it.
And that's the surprise, because normally that's bread and butter for them, right? Hand it to the big guy, let him go, pick up the first down. Didn't get it there. All credit to the defense. Usually, even if they know he's coming, he can't be stopped, and they got it done on that play.
Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Play action now. Vic. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. That one good for 37 yards.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Vick. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And that's Tavius Robinson, who made that play defensively. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. And now here's a carry heading left. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Flacco. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deebo Samuel, 29 yards. And the Browns are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score defensively. How do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Great start to the 2nd quarter, better than 30 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? you're taking charge.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Once again, it's Mostert. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. On play action, Vick. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. The Hall of Famer Ronnie Lott picks it, and the Browns are right back in this football game. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Here's 3rd and 7. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Here comes 3rd down at 7. Now it's Flacco. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception. But playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Well, the defense circling now. 4th down and 7. They're going to try it. Here's Flacco taking a shot for Samuel. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deebo Samuel. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Browns have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. When you're trailing in the 4th quarter, you got to take some chances you might not normally take, and here, that one pays off big time.
And you have to think to yourself, not only did that pay off big time for them, but what was going on the opposite side of the ball? They know that they have to take a chance here. They know they have to come up with something big, yet it still happens. So credit the execution, but wonder what the defense was doing.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. There he goes, left side. Now he's into the clear again. Inside the 10. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line.
And that's the type of run that they're looking for, because they'll need to continue to rely on him to move the sticks in this tight game in order to preserve this lead.
Mostert. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. They'll run with Mostert, and he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out, and the Dolphins are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead.
Sometimes offense, if you get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the fourth. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. We are inside of 1 minute. Only one timeout left, so they've got to move quickly.
Get up to the line of scrimmage. Make sure they're set. No penalties in this situation, but you're exactly right. Conserve that timeout for when they really need it.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Now Flacco. He's going to let it fly. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Dolphins have just about sewn up this football game. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Second and 7. Vic to throw. It's complete to Fitzgerald. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Well, without question, when you force 4 turnovers, You get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home.
Chad.
You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So that'll do it for Charles Davis, the rest of our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Cleveland.
You. You. What's good, my guy? Here you go with the BS Boss Squad, emoji face with tears of joy, emoji face with tears of joy, emoji face with tears of joy, emoji face with tears of joy.
Here you go with this bullshit, boss, son. Top of the morning, bro. I suck. You come to the screen, bro. I gotta win, bro. What are you talking about, bro? Here you go with this bullshit, boss, son.
You know who this is. You know who this is.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. First play, first throw coming for Vic. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Javon Curse in there to bury him for a loss of 11. How about the defense there trying to set the tone on the very first play of the game?
Yeah, there's a little bit of a glow here tonight because they brought the heat right out of the gate. What a good job establishing a tone for this one.
Now a second down throw for Vic. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl quarterback, Richard Sherman. And he takes this one back into the...